Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Shannon here with Miss Roberts Classroom. And I know it's kind of late, but better late than never. And I'm going to be doing the end of the year teacher tag. Now, I originally recorded it already, but I didn't like it, so I had to go back and redo it. And I know it's kind of like June and some people are already out of school, some people are just getting out of school, so I thought, why not just go ahead and redo it. So I am going to jump right in. I'm not gonna waste any time, and I actually screenshot the questions on someone else's video so I could just have the questions on my phone. And I did like look at the questions or whatever, so it's not gonna be like I'm having to think off the top of my head. Most of them I pretty much know what I'm gonna answer. Okay, so number one, what grade do you teach and how long have you taught that grade? All right, I currently teach kindergarten, and I have taught kindergarten 2 years. This upcoming year will be my 3rd year in kindergarten, and I just absolutely love kindergarten. Like, that's my heart. Kindergarten is my passion. Early education, early childhood is where it's at for me. I just love it. Number two, what adjective best describes you as a teacher and why? I would say energetic. I am super energetic, and I'm super into my classroom and into my students. And so even within my classroom, like my color scheme is just colors everywhere. It's just so colorful, so busy, just full of life, full of energy. And that is what I try to express to my students, so they can, you know, get excited about learning and feel great about learning and actually want to learn. And so energetic would be the adjective. If your life as a teacher was made into a movie, what movie star would play you? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say this actress just because I like her. I like her a lot, not because we are similar in any way, like as far as looks or whatever, but Tiffany Haddish. I just think she is like the funniest comedian out now, and I just really like her. I like her vibe. I like just how crazy and silly and wild she is, and she's full of energy too. So Tiffany Haddish would have to be my pick, hands down. Okay, number 4, think of a lesson from this year that you're especially proud of. What made it so special? Now, this is such a good question. Okay, we lesson plan in 2 week intervals, so it's so much that goes on in 2 weeks that you can't just plan explicitly for each second of the day. And my kids one day were going absolutely bonkers. I mean crazy. Like I don't know what got into them. Like, they were mean, they were fussy, they were fighting, they were just not the kindergartners that I was used to. So, like, we have a program in our school, in our district. It's called Tools for Life, and it's supposed to help them use different tools to navigate through life, using like social skills and different things like that. And so one of the aspects of Tools for Life is feelings, and how you're feeling and how you're supposed to express those feelings and how you're supposed to, you know, control those feelings, different things like that. So, like, in the middle of we was doing center rotations, as a matter of fact, and I was sitting at my teacher-led table, and the students know not to come to the teacher-led table unless it's like a super emergency. And I even think my assistant was out that day because well, she wasn't out of the building, she was proctoring tests for the upper grades. And so I was just like, what in the world is going on? Like, why are my students going bonkers? And so students kept coming to me, Miss Roberts, he doing this and she doing that and they did this and I can't believe, you know, just back to back. And I'm like, okay, let's stop. So I finished that rotation so they can get their learning done. And so after that, after I finished my group, I was like, y'all, stop standing. Let's come to the carpet. Let's talk about what's going on, because this is not the classroom that I'm used to, and I don't want to have to deal with this classroom. And so they came to the carpet, and we have a feelings ball, and I explained all the different feelings: disappointed, happy, sad, angry, mad, embarrassed. And some of the kids don't even know what some of these feelings are. Like embarrassed, you have to go through and give examples of what it means when you're embarrassed. Or like another one was disappointed. They didn't know what disappointed mean, and I had to go through and give examples, tell them what disappointed me. Long story short, after that lesson, that Tools for Life lesson, I could see like a shift in my classroom. And I mean, it wasn't like a magical shift or a major shift like, oh, everybody's doing good now. It wasn't like that, but it was more so like they understood, okay, we have been cutting up a little bit, and I can't control my feelings, so let me do that. And so I felt good about that lesson. I felt good that I took the time to scratch those centers that we were doing and have a community circle at that point in time, because we needed it. Like, we definitely needed it. All right, number 5. Tell us about a student that you think you will likely remember forever. The student that immediately came to my mind was this little girl, and of course I'm not gonna say her name, but she was like just a character. Like, she was a tomboy, but she was sweet, and she had like this girly sister side. But she was so rough on the playground and so rough during PE. But she was super smart. And like, this is one thing I would never forget. Like, this was the first year I assigned numbers to everybody. So I put my kids in alphabetical order, and I gave them numbers starting from A to Z. All right. And like, this little girl had memorized everybody's number like the first couple days. I was like, how do you know everybody's number? Like, even the kids that didn't know their number, I'll be calling numbers, and then I get to like 11 or 12, and you know, somebody not listening or paying attention, or somebody just don't know their number, and she'll be like, so and so, get in line. And I'm like, thank you, thank you. Because it was sometimes I didn't even know everybody's number. Like, you know how you could just be like, oh, who is number 12? Who is number 12? And she'll just be like, so-and-so is number 12. I mean, she was so good at it. And she was like good at math, and she could read. But she was like a loose cannon. She was just wild and tomboyish. But then she had like so many different like aspects about her that it was just like that embodied her. And she was just so multi-complex, and you know, as far as her being super athletic, because she was super athletic, she could run and jump and just, I mean, she was super athletic, but she was super smart. And then she was like, she could memorize anything, she could read pretty much anything I put in front of her. And I think I would just remember her forever. And she wasn't that type of student, you know, you usually see students like that or similar to that who have like great parental involvement. Like, their parents are always around, you call them, they answer, or they always calling you or something like that. You know, just parents are always involved. But she didn't have a strong, I mean, she had a support system, but it wasn't strong. Like, I would call her mama, and I wouldn't even, her mama wouldn't answer, or the phone was cut off, or the grandma would be like, she gone out of town or something. I mean, it was really random. But for her to be so strong in her schoolwork and so strong in her personality, and she seemed like just a really strong individual that, you know, I think I would remember her forever. I would want to see her in high school. Like, she is gonna be like the smart basketball player or something. I'm serious. She was amazing. She was amazing. All right, number 6. At this point in the year, which is the end of the year, how do you feel about the teaching profession? At this point, okay, let me keep in mind, at this point of the year, right now I feel energetic, I feel rejuvenated, I feel like, you know, taking on the world. I do. I feel like anything is possible. I feel like I feel good right now. And like I said, keep in mind, it's the summer and it's the end of the year. I don't feel beat down, even though this is really in the summertime. I'm trying to kind of think back to May when I was going through, you know, the end of the year process. I didn't feel beat down then either. It's something about the end of the year that I feel is like is giving me I know a restart is coming. So I feel good about the restart. I feel good about it ending smoothly, because my year did end pretty smoothly, and starting fresh. That's me personally. Professionally, I feel like the profession is not respected as it should be. I feel like a lot of people treat school as if it's free daycare, and I feel like we just gonna have to step up, and me, including me, be a leader in the community, be a leader in your school, so the profession can grow. I know when I graduated from college, it wasn't like a whole big department of, you know, Department of Education students, elementary education students going into the field. And as the years go by, the numbers dwindle. People are not coming into the field as much as they did before. And so I want to be a vessel to change that. I want to show people that, like, teaching is fun. I mean, you don't become a millionaire, but there are ways that you can definitely profit from, you know, teaching. And I want to show people that this is a good profession to be in, and I want you to love the profession. So that's how I'm feeling currently. I feel like a fresh new start is coming, but I also feel like we definitely have to keep pushing. We have to keep pushing our younger people to show interest in education, so, you know, it can continue to grow. Okay, number 7, how do you keep your job fun and engaging no matter how long you've been teaching? Just new stuff, new. We got to keep up with the new. Each year I'm noticing children change. So I know we had a big push with technology, which is cool with me. I have 2 computers in my classroom, and I have 5 tablets. So I try to incorporate that definitely in my classroom. But a lot of my students are like, what I'm trying to say, like hands-on learners. Like, they really like to be on the floor actually putting puzzles together. They don't want to be at the computer moving the mouse, putting the puzzles together on the touch screen doing it. You know, some kids prefer either or. And so I just try to keep up with the new, and I try to keep a variety of activities. That's what I'm trying to say. I try to keep a variety of activities. So my classroom is based on centers. We pretty much do centers all day, every day. Like, we don't do them as, okay, let me say, we don't do them as much as we should, but the goal is to do them all day, every day. You know, give or take read alouds, give or take your whole group lessons, different things like that. Y'all get what I'm saying. But for my centers, I try to make sure they're versatile. So I have a writing center, I have a dramatic play center, I have a reading center, I have a technology center, I have a listening center, teacher-led center. I have so many activities going on that it's gonna reach those students at each one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have something, I try to have something for everybody so they can be engaged and they can have fun, and we can learn through play. That's one of my ultimate goals, is to show children you can have fun when you're learning. Like, you definitely can. You can learn and have fun. Learning is fun, you know? Number 8, what has surprised you the most since the school year started? Nothing surprised me the most, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like, this was kind of surprising. At the beginning of the year, I had this really sweet student. His I mean, just a really good personality. He was just kind-hearted, and you know, his mom didn't, and people did express to me how he had behavior problems. And I was like, well, I hadn't experienced anything in school. I'm sure to be okay. And I usually handle behavior problems very well. Like, I don't just like send them to the office. Like, I usually handle behavior problems in class. But this student just did a complete 360 on me, and I saw those behavior problems and those anger problems that his you know, that his parents warned me about. And I just, it baffled me. So because I care so much and because I love so hard and I want to see each and every child succeed, that he was going through this and I didn't know how to help, so I had to reach out to the counselor. He actually got a behavior therapist outside of school. His mom worked with him. I mean, it literally took a village. Like, if I know what that term means, but if I didn't know what that term meant going through this, oh, I know what it means. And it took a village. And some days my assistant and I, we was just like, we gonna make it, we gonna make it, you know, just keep holding on. So that's the one thing that just really surprised me, is that out of the blue, and I don't know if something happened, what triggered, I couldn't figure out his triggers, I couldn't figure out how to fix it, you know, and I could not for the life of me. So that's one thing that just really surprised me this year, from when the beginning of the year started, how his attitude just switched on me, like, completely. Okay. Number 9, social media. Who are your favorite teacher tubers? Ooh, okay, so I love Latanya at Smarty Style. She is like amazing. Who else? I watched The Letter Classroom a lot. She has really good, like, she used to teach kindergarten, so I like went back and watched some of her old videos, but she has like just good, like, organizational and instructional type videos, just material that you would be like, I need to try that, or oh, I didn't think of it. She has a lot of stuff like that. I like Too Cool for Middle School, just because she gives me that middle school vibe, and I'm not nowhere near a middle school teacher, and she's just fun to watch. Who else? I like Putting Forth the Effort. Her vlogs are really good, like, as far as just in the classroom. Like, I was watching her setting up the classroom vlog or something from last year, and she had, like, she was really into it. She had some really cool stuff. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but I'm really trying to see who I've been just rocking with. I think that might be it right now. Now, on Instagram, I like the Tutu Teacher on Instagram, and I like, who else was there I was liking? Casey Morris. She has really good Instagram content. I like Monique from It's Monique's World. She's a kindergarten teacher. I really like her Instagram. So, I mean, there's quite a few of them. And I actually have an Instagram account dedicated to teaching, and so I can keep up with them on that platform. Okay. Who would your dream teacher collaboration be with? Dream teacher collaboration? Probably Smarty Style. Probably Latanya from Smarty Style. Just because she's, you know, she's young and she's fun, she's fresh, but she's also very vetted into the teaching community. She's been teaching a while. She knows what she's doing. Seems like that's the image I take on, you know, YouTube. I don't know her personally, but she seems like she knows what she's doing, and she's very professional, like super professional. And so I could definitely learn a lot from her. She's a good YouTuber to watch. What is the last thing you took a picture of? Show us. The last thing I took a picture of is these pictures, the screenshots. See? The screenshots from, oh, I don't even know if you can see that. You can't even see it, but it's the screenshots of the questions I'm answering. The screenshots of the last picture I took, the last thing I took a picture of is the screenshot of the questions that I'm answering for the teacher tag. Okay. Sing the last song you listened to. I don't even know the last song I listened to. Yo, the last song I listened to was like in the car just a little while ago, and it's a remake of Salt and Peppers, I Take Your Man, but it's the City Girls and they're from Miami. And I mean, they're just ratchet goodness. I mean, but I can't sing the song. Y'all just have to look it up. Look it up. Okay. Complete this sentence. This is number 13. Complete this sentence. If I weren't a teacher, I'd be, ooh. You know, before I actually decided on this major as being my profession, going through college, I went through several different majors as far as, you know, like prereqs, like what I wanted to be. And something that like kind of stood out to me was being a dental hygienist. And like, I don't know why, because I don't even like looking in people's mouths. I don't even, you know, I just brush my own teeth and, you know, let it be. But I don't know why that was kind of intriguing. So I don't know if I could do something in the medical field though, because even when we're dealing with blood and throw up and stuff, I'm not like queasy to the stomach or sick to the stomach or anything, but my assistant usually handles that kind of stuff. So I really don't know if I could afford it, and if, you know, the opportunity approaches itself again. I would love to just be a stay-at-home mom. About the first year of my son's life, I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband's in the military, so we were on a military base, and that's what we did. I was a stay-at-home mom, and he works, and it was really, it was just a really good feeling to just be there with your child every milestone of the way. But I miss teaching. I really did. I miss teaching, and I'm glad I'm back in the classroom. So I don't know if I could be a stay-at-home mom every day. Maybe a part-time teacher. That is a thing. They have like part-time schools, but they go like all year round or something like that. I think I've heard of that somewhere. So maybe something like that. I don't know. I really like teaching though. Who is your teacher hero? Tell them one thing that you really appreciate about them. All right, this is the last one. My teacher hero would have to be my kindergarten teacher, and she looped with us, and she was my first grade teacher also. And she was just like, looking back on it, she was just heaven sent. She was a pure angel. She was just magical. I always had a good time at school. I always had fun at school. I never felt uncomfortable at school, and I just feel like she made that possible. And she was always just there for the kids and there for us, and I could just remember loving her so much. And I saw her while I was in school, and I told her that I was going to school to be a teacher, and she was like, congratulations, you're gonna love it. And I could just, I would just like to just thank her for being who she was, being that teacher to show me, you know, looking back on it, of course, this is what you can be for your students. And I want to be there for my students. I really do. I want my students to have fun but learn a lot. I want them to understand social skills and understand that, just understand that they are loved. And even if you're not getting it at home, or something's going on at home, or that's, you know, you come to school for an escape, I want this to be a safe haven for you. And I want you to feel comfortable with me, and I want us to build that relationship and build a community. And I just felt like I had that with her in kindergarten and first grade. So I just want that same relationship with my students. So I'm sure she might not ever see this, but if she does, Miss Brown, thank you for everything that you did while I was in kindergarten and first grade. Anyway, that's the end of the teacher tag. And I don't know if I mentioned, but the teacher tag is came from Darren Nakakihara. So thank you for presenting this teacher tag, and I just decided to jump on and do it too. So I want you all to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit those thumbs up buttons. When you hit the thumbs up button, the video is more accessible to more people, and we need to grow our community and grow strong teachers and strong students. So I think that's about all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.